Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Citystreetsme.com. We're here in the beautiful city of Wichita, Kansas on a Friday afternoon. Here with Kansas Senator Miss Oletha Faust-Goudeau. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on. Senator, before we get into it, you just won re-election. Congratulations.
I did. I am just thankful, first of all, to God for all of the blessings that He gives me. Right. And I'm thankful to the people of the 29th district for electing me.
Excellent, excellent. So with that, now everybody should know you, but if they don't know you, give the people a little background.
Well, hi, I'm Senator Oletha Faust-Goudeau, and I represent the 29th district in the Kansas Senate, and I am honored to have been elected in 2008 as the first African-American woman to serve in the Kansas Senate, and born and raised in Wichita, Kansas, and just honored to have the opportunity to help introduce legislation, good public policy that benefits all people.
Now that is awesome. So 2008, you made history with
I did
President
with
Obama.
President Obama.
So talk to me about
that.
So
I was on the ballot. My name was on the ballot right with President Obama's name, and you know, that was an extra bonus. That was a plus to just have the honor to have my name listed with his name, and so we made history that night for a lot of people, for people who were struggling to make ends meet. And you know, in my heart, my passion, my dedication and commitment is to helping people prosper. Right.
So both of you both came in office 2008.
Yeah.
Now you both go through re-election. Tell me about what that means to you personally on your level, and both of you repeating.
Absolutely, and I got to put this plug in there. Listen, Obama, Oletha. Hey,
I like that.
You know, right on for people with names that starts with O. Well, I mean, you know, we've been fighting for a long time with Dr. Martin Luther King.
Right.
And he said our lives begin to end the moment we become silent to things that matter. So it matters to me that people are able to get good jobs and have health care, and our children have good education. And I think those are some of the same issues that President Obama will be advocating for all the people in the United States. But I'm especially grateful and ready to go to work. The Kansas legislature, we reconvened January 14th.
Right.
And so I am ready to go back to work for the people of the 29th district.
Excellent, excellent. With that, what do you see as some of the opportunities for some of the people in the 29th district coming up? What are the for growth and all that?
Well, of course, we want to do things that will benefit our youth.
Right. And
we have to lead the way. And so I am looking forward to working with youth like this young man here, especially in entrepreneur opportunities. I will reintroduce some legislation that will help grow and sustain small businesses, because, you know, as our economy is today, we've got to come up with some creative ideas ourselves to help finance whatever it is that we want to do to help our communities grow. And so that jobs, you know, creation of jobs that pay a living wage with benefits, I'll be looking at those issues. There are so many issues on the table, but education,
absolutely,
first and foremost, is essential that we adequately fund public education. And so those will be some of the issues that I will be dealing with, along with many, many other issues. And I invite you and others to come out to Topeka and just tour the Capitol, sit in on a hearing, look at the political process of how it affects your lives on a day-to-day basis from the state level. And so I extend an opportunity to help facilitate a trip for you and others to come up to the Capitol during the session and just see what goes on there. And then everybody is part of the process.
Right.
of the people, for the people, by the people, and you need to come to the Capitol and have your voices be heard. And for me, that is my role as a state legislator to bridge that gap and bring government to the people.
I like that. I like that. Well, let me know. You organize that trip?
Absolutely.
I'm going to be at the front. I'm going.
Okay.
We're going.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you this. I won't keep you long because I know you had a busy day. But tell me, how does one, you're a young girl and you're coming up, and when did you decide, I want to be in this?
Well, I tell you, my mother had been a long community activist. She marched with Dr. Martin Luther King. She attended the Poor People's March in Washington, D.C. She has been, she's deceased now. She passed in 2001. However, she was a great community activist fighting for equal rights for all people. And so on her deathbed, actually, I was asking her, Mama, what am I going to do when you're gone? And she said, keep fighting for equal rights for women and children especially. And she said, go be in the state legislature. And I ran for office, and I actually was appointed to finish Senator Donald Betts' term in the Kansas House of Representatives. And so, it just happened that way. My mother, watching her over the years fight for prosperity.
Right.
And so that's my legacy, and so I'm following in her footsteps, actually. And just as an African American, seeing some of the many years of struggle to just be able to sit at the table.
Right.
And so I'm at the table now, and I would suggest to young people like this young man here is to just continue to be active in your community, join your neighborhood association groups, get an issue that is important to you and go out and speak on that issue, and come to the Capitol, shadow me. I'd love to invite some of the youth to come up and intern with me, or to page. I usually, they get to take a picture with the governor and with me, of course.
Right.
And then they get to attend the committee meetings. I have the honor of serving on a committee where, usually on a Senate committee, there are 9 senators. And I serve on as the ranking member of the Senate Fed and State Committee, where I am the only woman on the committee, and the only African American on the committee. And so I think we need to not only talk the talk, but we've got to walk the walk and help our children, because I've stood on the shoulders of many people before me, and I need to do my part, and then be able to pass the baton to young people who are wanting to help their community.
Absolutely, absolutely. Which leads me to my next question for you, and I think I know what it's. I know the answer I'm right here. But what is the most satisfying part of your position that you do?
Oh, that is a great question. I had the honor of introducing the grandparents' rights bills, and when a grandparent calls me or writes me a letter and says thank you for helping my children get out of foster care and move back home with a grandparent that loves them. Just recently, we had the election, and I had a 83-year-old woman that called me, personally, and said, I want my vote to count. I have an advance ballot, but I'm shut in. I can't get out. And she asked me to come by and pick up her ballot and take it to the election office so that she, her vote would be included in the election. And so whenever I'm able to help senior citizens, just whenever I'm able to help someone and to make a difference in their lives for the better, that's the most gratifying part of having the opportunity to represent the people of the 29th District. I love my community, and so I'm just honored, and I enjoy to do what I do.
Excellent, excellent. I'm gonna let you get out of here 'cause I know you're busy. Before we go, you're reelected. You're here. Your community. What words of encouragement or advice or direction would you leave with the community for?
Well, we cannot be silent. Whatever the issue is, we need to stand up and speak out for or against that issue. We need to be informed, and I want to help educate people on how more involved we can all become together on this issue. And so I'm going to start having, along with Representative Gail Finney and Representative Roderick Houston, we're going to start a Eggs and Issues event where we will come back and give information of what's going on in our state capitol. I know when we return, we're going to be dealing with some issues with voter ID.
Right.
And so I just want to leave with you, please feel free to contact me. Hopefully you'll leave my information.
Absolutely. And
please feel free to just get involved and give back to the community. We have to do this together. We're all in this together, and that's the only way I see that we're going to advance and be able to enjoy that piece of the American pie.
Right on.
Yeah, we've just got to work together.
Absolutely. Candor. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Citystreetsme.com. Recently reelected, making history, Kansas Senator, Miss Oletha Faust-Goudeau. We're out of here. 1.